Most of us have seen one of these, or maybe this looks more familiar. Either way, we're normally tucked up with our headphones on by the time we're thousands of feet high. This time though, I'd be doing something different. Now, I'll be in the cockpit. Not for real, no, instead at Airavana Flight Simulators in Shirebrook. Don't be mistaken though, this felt very real indeed. First of all, time to learn the technicals. This is what a pilot sees every time he sits down to fly. Initially, it feels complex, but after a short time under Captain Patrick's tuition, I feel like I'm beginning to understand it all, although he makes everything sound rather easy.
I'll get you to fly it sort of left, right, up and down, and then I'll introduce you to the thrust controls, which are the engine controls, so you can then speed up and slow down.
Simple as that, right? Well, Patrick mentioned I'd have to learn some skills to be successful.
Basically, you're scanning, so runway, instruments, runway, instruments, runway, instruments. So pilots learn to scan instruments, learn to scan outside and instruments.
And after a short instruction, it was time to see what I'd remembered.
That's about all I'm going to say. The next bits are in the cockpit.
And I was very excited to get started.
Oh, I'm like a kid in a candy store here, with a lovely feeling of sickness and trepidation at the same time.
Now you'll notice it looks incredibly real. This isn't the trick of the camera. The simulation is as high-tech as you can get. I felt like I'd been transported to East Midlands Airport. Before we moved though, Patrick ran me through the checks a pilot must do before takeoff. The list is extensive, and understandably so.
Okay, so the aircraft is set up to go now. All right, we're ready to go.
And just like that, we're off.
V1, rotate. So that pulling back towards you now. Okay, not too much. Okay, a little, yeah.
The art of flying the plane is to look at the computer screens in front of you, not out of the window. It takes a while for your brain to understand.
Okay, but if you look out the window, we're still turning.
But I'm concentrating so hard that I don't even take in my surroundings, despite Patrick's best efforts.
So we're flying down a corridor here between East Midlands Airport, which is about 20 miles or so that way, and Birmingham Airport, which is just over there.
But it's amazing how quickly you do get into the groove. The problem was, every time I relaxed, Patrick upped the difficulty.
And a little bit more power, just a tiny bit of power off, and the nose up slightly. That's it. It's mega concentration, isn't it?
Oh my God, I'm so tense.
And when the difficulty was increased, it was very easy to go wrong, and at an alarming pace.
Okay, we're just drifting a little bit off course as well.
Quite a lot off course. Oh my God.
Okay, now we're going up.
Whoa. You just panic.
Okay.
It's amazing how when it's comfortable, you're like, okay, I'm getting this. And then I saw the speed dropping quickly, and your brain just forgets what to do.
Yeah.
But after flying around the East Midlands, I was back at the airport before I knew it.
Okay, so just fly it down the runway now. Okay, look out the window, fly it straight down that runway.
I mean, it wasn't perfect.
Okay, that wing's just hit the ground.
But I really was trying. Straight from the landing, we set off again, this time going to the right, which for some reason was so much harder for my brain to compute.
Okay.
Oh no, wrong way, really wrong way.
Yeah, that was badly the wrong way.
It wasn't all bad though. The second time round had moments of calmness and moments where I seemed to be improving.
Flight direction is perfectly on there now. So all you got to do is just try and adjust the thrust.
And under Patrick's tuition, I finished the simulator off in style.
Just keep it there. Absolutely, just keep the speed there, keep this heading there, keep that altitude there, because that's perfect. Right down the middle of the runway, perfect. And breathe.
Well, that was an experience and a half.
And I definitely wasn't leaving the cockpit before giving the obligatory goodbye.
Welcome to East Midlands Airport, ladies and gentlemen. I've somehow got you here safely under the guidance of Patrick. The time is 1 o'clock, the temperature is 11 degrees, and we wish you a safe onward journey. Thank you for flying with us today.
Patrick, what an unbelievable experience. I feel like I have quite literally just flown around the world. How do people get involved? How can they come and do what I've just done?
They can either contact us directly on our phone number. We have a website, airavana.co.uk. So they can either book experience through that. We'll do vouchers as well, so Christmas vouchers and birthday vouchers we'll do, and we've put them in a little pack for people. We do have a minimum age of 12, because we think anybody under 12 would find it difficult to reach the controls and operate the controls, but anybody else, individuals or groups, more than welcome to have a go. We'll tailor the experience to whatever people need. You know, I think we explained in the cockpit, we have pilots who are going off to some of the major airlines for their interviews, and we talk them through what they might expect on their interview flight. To anybody who's never flown or never been in a cockpit before, and we'll tailor their experience to their abilities and what they want to do, so they can choose an airport, maybe a holiday airport that they've been to, or a flight that they've done and want to do again, or the flight that they're going to do. We can do that.